So what I do is, when you're working out how much seeds to put in your trays, so I grab a bowl like this and scoop enough seeds into it to fill up the tray. The first time you do it, you probably want to measure it in the tray that you're actually going to use. So what I do is I spread the seeds out so it covers the bottom, and that's how I know there's enough seeds. So I know that there's 3 scoops of the container that I have, and then I put it into the bowl. I then make up a jug of water, just normal water from the tap, and then I put a squirt of bleach into the jug of water and let it mix, and then I pour the water into the bowl and I leave that to soak overnight. The reason why you put the bleach in the water is because there's usually some like really microscopic mold spores on there, and what you want to do is kill them off, and this is where your fodder can fail if you don't actually put bleach into the water for the soak overnight. So the next morning you get your container and you pour it into one of these trays. As you can see on the bottom, I've actually got these kitty little trays, but you can use trays whatever. You can even use trays like this. Doesn't matter if it's see-through, it doesn't seem to affect them too much. And what you do is at one end you drill holes in the bottom at one side only. The idea is that, so if you can just look in here, see how these are at an angle? Okay, so just back off and see that, how they're on an angle. So when you actually pour water through, so what you do is you pour it into the top. These big seeds up here, they're actually pea seedlings or something. I'm actually just trialling this for the first time. I think it'll work. As you can see, oh, I'll put the tray the wrong way. Please put it the right way. For the first few days, your seeds are going to scatter down to the bottom, but as they start to sprout and form a mat, you'll find you don't have to scoop these up anymore. These are ones that I just put on today. And when your fodder is done, and that's usually at the 8-day mark, it can take longer during winter, you'll actually get this lovely lot of shoots. I found sometimes that it took longer to shoot in the middle. It's no issue. If you get mold even after you put the bleach in, usually it's because your tray's not draining quickly enough. Because if you leave, it just needs a quick drink and then the water to be drained out. If you leave it too long, the water will cause mold. But you should get a really nice thick mat, and it's actually really hard to tear by hand. It's really quite strong stuff. But you can get a cutter and cut it into cubes if you're going to feed your rabbits or something like that. Made of a cheap substance. If you drill really hardly into the bottom, it will crack. And yes, I had that happen to me as well. So when you drill, just drill gently through, or else you'll find the tray will crack. But even with the tray a little bit cracked, it didn't matter. It still drains as well. A tray a day. Make sure you do every one a day for 8 days, and then at the end you should have a tray full, and then you replace it. This greenhouse I got from Aldi's, and it costs around about $50, which is really cheap. It won't withstand whole wind, but it is a cheap setup, and we're on the decking anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's not going to blow away. What I did was I turned the wire on the shelving upside down, and I zip tied it, because I found if I didn't do that, the trays would fall off because they're at an angle. I got scrap pieces of wood to pop the trays up, and that allows them to gravity feed to the bottom and drain, and then gravity feed again and drain, and again and drain. And this one, it just drains to underneath the decking. This setup here, you can have 12 trays, but I've only got 6 at the moment because I don't really need that many. I could do one a week with my chickens. I've got 7, and they're not fully grown at the moment. So this is not to replace pellets. This just gives them greenery to eat in the pen. Okay, so you'll need to still feed your chickens pellets, or else they're not going to get the wide nutrients to be healthy. And my dogs are fighting behind me, just playing. Yeah, so they'll need the pellets still. And I think that's all. Yeah. Oh, and watering. At the moment I water them once a day, and it seems to be enough because it's not super hot or anything like that. I'll probably, twice a day maybe. It seems to work. During summer you'll need to water them 3 times a day. But at the moment, once to twice a day seems to be fine and working. As you can see, this is these peas, which is the first time. See, they're starting to bed down first, so they get shoots and they do their roots first. So don't expect shoots until about 4 days afterwards. See, that one's doing its little shoot up. Hang on, if I pull him out. Oh no, that's a barley seed. How about that? This is just a trial, which I think is working because it's starting to get little green leaves. I just thought these were like $1 a kilo. So just so they've got something extra to eat. But the barley always shoots quickly, and wheat shoots slowly, and oats shoots quickly, I think. I haven't done oats just yet. Hopefully I said everything. Yeah. Hopefully this will be better than my last one, which, yeah, I covered the speaker. Okay, thanks. Bye.